Rasengan, Minato Namikaze's legacy and the pinnacle of shape transformation. Over the years, each generation has put its own spin on this iconic jutsu. Now, Boruto debuts the Rasengan Uzuhiko, a revolutionary variant of Rasengan that seemingly propels his abilities to unparalleled heights. Today, I will be analyzing the Rasengan Uzuhiko. To truly understand Rasengan Uzuhiko, we need to look at its potential origins and inspiration. When Boruto first activates this jutsu, he says Rasengan Uzuhiko, which translates to Rasengan Vortex or Rasengan Swirling Lad. Wind begins swirling around Boruto's body upon this activation, even blowing his clothing around. So, based on the name and these characteristics, the Rasengan Uzuhiko is like a full body chakra cloak that swirls around the user with reflective properties. This chakra is probably hyper compressed around the body to form somewhat of a vacuum seal around Boruto. So, given that Boruto has previously crafted a compression Rasengan, he would be no stranger to the underlying principles of this type of application in regards to the Rasengan. And personally, I feel like the inspiration from this technique drew from various facets of Boruto's unique ninja journey and identity as a shinobi. Now, given that Rasengan Uzuhiko is the first new technique Boruto has showcased after his 3-year time skip training with Sasuke, we can all really agree that his master had a huge influence on this technique. So that said, an instantly recognizable influence seems to be the Chidori stream's concept applied and remixed to the Rasengan. Now, ironically, Chidori stream was the first new jutsu Sasuke showed after his debut in the Shippuden time skip. That boy Sasuke literally ran into Team 7 and just went straight static shock mode on the whole team. So Boruto directly parallels his master, revolutionizing one of his signature techniques. Additionally, it seems this technique could also be inspired by the Hyuga clan's unique ability to dispel chakra from any and all of their chakra points. So with Boruto being a direct descendant of Konoha's noble Hyuga clan through his mother Hinata, it makes sense that he would embrace his clan's unique jutsu, just like he kind of does when he uses gentle fists, at various times throughout the manga and the anime. So you got to look at the fact that Boruto's name, Bolt in English, is even a reference to his cousin Neji's name, and Neji was a legendary user of the iconic 8 Trigrams palm rotation technique that takes advantage of this unique ability that the Hyuga have to dispel chakra from their chakra points. So considering that Boruto is, part of the Hyuga clan, and technically he's 100% biologically Otsutsuki now, and the Hyuga are descendants of the Otsutsuki, Boruto has that ability. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna have that ability. That shit is gonna be 10 times amplified considering he is Otsutsuki now. So when you connect that to the Uzuhiko technique, it seems like it could use the same framework as the 8 Trigrams palm rotation, but applying the Rasengan technique, which is self-sustaining once you form it. So that is literally like an infinite Rasengan rotation that surrounds the body. That's pretty nutty when you actually think about it. That's super overpowered. So no wonder Boruto talking like, yo, anybody want smoke? Okay, I'm gonna pack you up, I'm gonna whoop your ass, everybody get in line. Everybody getting a free ass whooping today. That's basically how Boruto walked up in Elite Village. Also, I want to talk about how we should remember that Boruto once fought the infamous rogue ninja Shojoji, who utilized a wind-style Zephyr shield, which was self-proclaimed as an invincible barrier. But I mean, this wind barrier was even capable of reflecting a Rasengan, so I'm gonna give it some type of juice. But Boruto could have drawn some inspiration for his new Rasengan from his multiple encounters with this criminal missing ninja. So that kind of spins back around to how I said this technique could really be inspired by all different pieces of Boruto's ninja journey and, ninja heritage per se. Also, just to put things in perspective, this Rasengan creation, from my point of view, seems to have been engineered as a way to directly combat Code's fighting style that uses claw marks to mark objects. So with the Uzuhiko, it prevents claw marks from being placed on and around Boruto because it's a vacuum sealed wind barrier or chakra barrier that surrounds his whole body, so it's gonna reflect and blow away any and all attempts of placing a claw mark in the vicinity or on the body of Boruto. So that is literally one of the most rawest counters I ever seen. And Boruto is no stranger to developing variants of the Rasengan to combat specific enemies. If you remember in the anime, Boruto created the compression Rasengan as a direct means to defeat Deepa of the Kara after he got his ass whooped. Literally, Deepa basically shitted on the regular Rasengan's power, and he said, yo, like, this Rasengan is weak. So Boruto said, you know what, I'm about to get in the lab, my boy. So my boy got in the lab, compressed that Rasengan to a super condensed state, and then literally in the end sent that man to the moon with the super compressed Rasengan. You know the vibe. So Boruto really, you know, accepts any and all challenges that he runs across. And we got to remember, based upon what we've seen in the manga, this isn't Boruto's first time running into Code since he has been exiled from the village. Code stated that Boruto, and I'm assuming Sasuke, well, of course, Sasuke ran into Code during the first couple years that they were exiled from the village. And Code actually said, Boruto, you just ran away and didn't do anything the last time we met. And Boruto basically had the rebuttal of, you know, you won't just get away with just your left eye this time. So that alludes to the fact that Sasuke, who was the only person who would have been with Boruto, slashed out that man Code's eye, but then Boruto probably had to make a run for it, considering limit remove Code was probably outclassing that Boruto at the time. So it's like Boruto really had newfound resolve to get way stronger, considering that he was a liability to Sasuke, you know, when they ran across Code. So Boruto's talking to Code like, yo, he done seen some shit. So Boruto's like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, Code, you might as well give up the location to that Ten Tails demon, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna pack you up. You might as well not just die for no reason. So go ahead, give me that information, or else, you know, no difficulty, I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm. So only someone who has spent hours, someone who went to the fucking hyperbolic chamber, is gonna be talking like this to one of the most powerful characters in the series right now. And now I'm just gonna go into highlighting the unique mechanics around this Rasengan Uzuhiko. So how does the Rasengan Uzuhiko actually work? Like, let's break down these mechanics that I mentioned earlier in a way that makes it easy to understand. So the Rasengan Uzuhiko, it's likely a jutsu that is dispelled from every chakra point, similar to the 8 Trigrams palm rotation, courtesy of the Hyuga clan's unique body, or those Sasuke's unique body that's able to dispel chakra from any and all chakra points. So this is huge. Applying the Rasengan formula to that type of ability is nuts. So you got to also think about this. The Rasengan Uzuhiko has the self-sustaining nature of the Rasengan. So once the Rasengan is formed, it hypothetically has an infinite duration based upon what we've seen across the series. So this type of characteristic attached to a sort of wind veil, shield, whatever you want to call it, armor, that's insane, dude. That's basically like an infinite wind armor that's gonna just blow everything away. So next, within this technique, Boruto's chakra is condensed and compressed to its limit, creating a vacuum seal of chakra around Boruto's body, functioning as a shield, utilizing, you know, the same framework as the compression Rasengan. And it makes sense. Boruto is the creator of the compression Rasengan, so why wouldn't he use, you know, a formula that he already figured out to apply it to his new jutsus? Uzuhiko is also gonna have the immense power of the Rasengan encompassed in the shape of an armor. It's not just a spear this go around, is actually a shape of armor, or a sort of vortex shape around the user. We don't know specifically yet, just because we haven't seen enough, but it's either around the user in a kind of precise manner, or it just surrounds the user in a sort of vortex manner. And it could be not really visible in that sense, other than, you know, clearly you see the wind blowing Boruto's clothes around, but it could just be invisible in terms of you don't see the chakra. I don't know, but, you know, it could inherit, you know, the vanishing Rasengan's properties. We don't know if this is like just the characteristics of the Rasengan that's blowing the shit around, or if it's wind natured, but it seems to have no nature attached to the jutsu from what we know, but it's likely to be wind or just regular, you know, Rasengan. Also, I want to touch on the fact that the compressed nature of this Rasengan Uzuhiko chakra around Boruto's entire body can create a speed boost similar to how the Boruto stream functions. So we know Boruto stream is one of Boruto's most, I feel like that's one of his more iconic jutsus that he engineered from a young age, that he uses to basically get a speed boost to wherever he's going. So I feel like with this Uzuhiko, it's literally like you kind of eliminate the need to even use Boruto stream anymore, because it's essentially a 10 times multiplied Boruto stream, considering his movements are very much accelerated by the chakra flowing around to him, that he would be able to boost his taijutsu and kenjutsu effectiveness just off the strength of, you know, activating this jutsu before he get ready to start dancing on these motherfuckers. So that's literally what he did before he engaged Code. Just calmly, my boy said, you know what, let me go ahead and turn on this little stat multiplier real quick on your ass. My boy just opened up his hand real quick. Uzuhiko, if he was in a video game, plus 10 speed, plus 10 power. But you know what I'm saying? So Boruto, literally, he's a pioneer, you know what I'm saying? The ingenuity is insane. He's just like his grandfather Minato when it comes to the ingenuity within his ninja way. So I really feel like it's a stat booster. It gotta be. So now I want to just talk about the Uzuhiko. What is the impact of this jutsu and the future possibilities in regards to how this will be used for Boruto, you know, across his different battles? So given its, you know, sheer power and unique attributes, the possibilities of the Rasengan Uzuhiko are endless. And I mean, we've seen characters really add some type of ingenuity to their signature techniques, and the direct person that we're going to look at is of course Sasuke. Sasuke took Kakashi's Chidori and basically remixed into his own type of jutsus that were variants of the Chidori Senpan, Chidori Spear, of course the Chidori Nagashi, which Boruto was inspired by. So this allows Boruto to have way more versatility in battle to take on different type of opponents. And you got to think about it like this: Boruto is engaging opponents that are, you know, Otsutsuki plus level threats. So he doesn't really have no time to play around. He needs the most powerful jutsu in his arsenal. And I feel like he doesn't have time, you know, to not be about his business. Because I mean, that's why Boruto is like, you know, the fate of the world hangs in the balance with these battles that Boruto is, you know, engaging in now. So he's gonna need those jutsus that are game changers, and I think he really put in the time to train and really develop a new toolkit in regards to his new fighting style, which revolves around utilizing his saucy ass katana that he has, that Sasuke probably, you know, put him on, Sasuke definitely put him on game with. So it's insane. It's probably like I said, this is one of my favorite characters in the whole Naruto franchise, because I love kenjutsu, I love the swag, I love the sauce, like everything just about Boruto. Like, yo, he might take your girl, I can't even lie. But that wraps up my analysis and comprehensive look at the Rasengan Uzuhiko, a technique that has redefined the Rasengan as we know it and taken Boruto's abilities to unparalleled heights. Let me know what you guys think about the Rasengan Uzuhiko down below. What do you think some of the hidden abilities and the hidden mechanics are within the jutsu? Do you agree with, you know, some of the stuff I mentioned in this video? Put that down in the comment section below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Boruto greatness content. You know what I'm saying? It's been your boy Anime Analyst, aka the Young Jiggy Ninja. I'm out of here. Peace.